Since I started fishing professionally, I mean, I've been doing this for 17 years now. It doesn't feel like it's been that long, but it has. And I've just dreamt of this moment. You know, we knew something big was going to happen. I didn't know whether it would be after I retired from this sport and was behind the scenes helping it happen, but believe me, I was praying that I'd still be involved, still be competing, and get to see and be a part of what's about to happen. So this is a really big deal. It's monumental. It's going to totally just do a 180 in professional bass fishing all the way around, from the anglers to the sponsors to the sport of professional fishing in general. So you know, I couldn't be more excited. You know, it's a really big deal, and like I said, the time is now. The time was 10 years ago, but I'll take now. You know, I think we all just got to get along. We all love to fish. That's the bottom line. You know, I'm just getting into kayak fishing. There's a big group of those guys. There's a big group of just fans of the sport that don't fish tournaments. There's tournament guys on all level. And it seems like we're always just doing this, you know? And I think what's happening, I can see that it makes sense to me that people are upset. You know, this is a big deal. And it's hard to look at the big picture. You know, if we all just take a step back and look at what we're trying to accomplish, which is grow this sport into what it's meant to be. I mean, dude, how many years ago did the people at NASCAR get together? Somebody sat around a table with a bunch of billionaire executives and pitched the idea, we're going to go around in circles for 3 hours and people are going to watch. When you have that, when you think about that and say we're in that position today, it's a lot easier to sell bass fishing. I mean, these tournaments, there's way more emotions. There's way more stuff going on. There are pit crews for those guys that are into the technical stuff and turning wrenches and stuff like that. There's so much going on in our sport that does not get any attention. And with all the program hours that we got coming, with the platforms that we have, you know, with the Discovery Channel and CBS, we're talking prime time, big time networks. We've never seen this before. We're going from 30 to 60 program hours to 850. It's not even comprehensible to me. So the choice to me was a no-brainer, you know, no-brainer. Time is now. You know, it's been kind of neat to watch everybody come out. There's 80 anglers every other day, or every other hour, basically. There's been an announcement in their own creative ways, you know, what their decisions are going to be. And you see raw emotion in that. And I went through that. This switch to me was not like that. You know, my switch from FLW to Bassmasters 3 years ago was definitely like that. I was leaving family, you know, just people that I've loved, that I've grown up with, so in the sport. So I already went through that, which is kind of a blessing in disguise. I've been wanting to see something like this happen for a long, long time. So when it presented itself, it was, I didn't have those mixed emotions. It was just 100%, I'm going that direction. You know, there's a lot of media attention, obviously, for the last 3 weeks. And I just made my announcement a few days ago. And I was pretty surprised. You know, I did a Facebook Live. I had a chance to watch some of the other guys do it. And there was maybe 4 or 5 came out before I did. And it was neat to get to watch that. And so I had all these plans, you know, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that. And when I turned the camera on, first thing that happened was I got bit by a mosquito, you know, and the camera's facing the wrong way. So what it turned in for me was a Q&A. And I was surprised, you know, I didn't have any helpers with me that day, and I'm just selfieing it. And I was surprised to see how many people were interested, how many people had questions. I couldn't keep up with them. I think we had 30,000 people live. It was insane. So since then, the response has been 100% great. The only negative thing that I've ever heard about negative fishing is, you know, the dink fest. We're going to be catching a lot of small fish, but what you're gonna see the big ones too. So what they don't realize is in the Bassmaster Elite Series and in FLW, we catch 80 fish sometimes to get to those 5 big ones. Now you're gonna get to see how we get to those big ones. It always takes big ones to win MLF. So will it be a dink fest? No, you're going to see just a bunch of fish caught, and you're going to see how we go about getting up to those bigger size fish.